All right, let's dive in. Tonight, we're going to shed some light on one of the most, well, misunderstood creatures out there. We're talking about bats, and we're going to uncover the amazing truths hiding behind all the myths. You know the saying, right? As blind as a bat? We've all heard it a million times. It's just one of those things people say. But have you ever stopped to wonder if it's actually true?
So, is there any truth to it at all? Or could this be one of the biggest myths we've all just accepted? Well, let's find out.
Okay, so to really get to the bottom of this, we need to understand how a bat actually perceives its world. It's all about their senses.
And boom, right out of the gate, here's the truth. Fact: bats can see. And not just kind of see, they can see just as well as you and I can. So that begs the question, right? If they can see just fine, why on earth does everyone think they're blind?
Well, it all comes down to when they're active. During the day, sure, their eyes work pretty much like ours. But at night, when it's pitch black, that's when things get interesting. Their eyes aren't as useful, so something else has to take over. And that something is their ears. Yeah, their ears become their primary sense. And this incredible hearing system they have, well, it has a name. It lets them build a picture of the world around them in a way that's kind of hard for us to even wrap our heads around. They navigate a world made entirely of echoes.
It's called echolocation. And really, the best way to think about it is like a biological sonar system. They use echoes to find stuff. But how does it actually work? How do you see with sound?
It's actually a pretty elegant four-step process. First, the bat lets out this super high-pitched sound, so high we can't even hear it. Then, those sound waves shoot out and hit something, maybe a bug or a tree branch. Next, the echo from that sound bounces all the way back to the bat's ears. And this is the magic part. Their brain takes that echo and instantly turns it into a detailed 3D map of everything in front of them. It's incredible. Okay, so myth number one, blindness is totally busted. But what about the other big one? The scarier one. It's time to tackle the whole vampire thing. This is probably the myth that gives bats their spooky reputation, right? We see it in movies, we read it in books, this idea that all bats are out there looking for blood. But is that the real story? Not even close. The truth is, the vast, vast majority of bats are actually fruit bats. Yeah, they eat fruit and drink nectar from flowers. They're basically the night shift for pollination, doing the same job bees do during the day. So let's put this in perspective. There are over 1,400 different species of bats in the world. Out of all of those, how many do you think are actually vampire bats? Any guesses? The answer is 3. Just 3. That's it. And get this, even the whole blood-sucking idea is wrong. Those 3 species don't suck blood. It's more delicate than that. They make a tiny little bite, and then they lick it. And their biology for this is wild. Their saliva has 2 special chemicals. One acts like an anticoagulant, so the blood keeps flowing. The other one actually numbs the skin, so whatever they're feeding on usually doesn't feel a thing. It's less like a monster movie and more like a precise medical procedure. All right, so we've debunked the 2 biggest myths. They're not blind, and they're not all vampires. But the true story of bats is packed with some other very real and, frankly, very cool superpowers. Take hanging upside down, for instance. It looks kind of weird, right? But there's a really good reason for it. It's the absolute perfect position to just let go and drop into flight. Super efficient. And we already mentioned the nectar eaters. They are so important for the environment. They travel huge distances every night, spreading pollen, and basically keeping entire ecosystems going. And here's maybe the most amazing fact of all. Think about it. We have mammals that can glide, like flying squirrels. But bats, they are the only mammals on the entire planet capable of true, powered flight. Not gliding, flapping their wings and flying. That alone is just mind-blowing. So the next time you hear someone say, as blind as a bat, you'll know better. These aren't creatures from some scary story. They're incredible navigators, super important pollinators, and the undisputed masters of flight in the mammal world. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other amazing secrets are hiding right about our heads in the night sky?